It's time to continue our quest for the Stanley Cup. What's up, guys, and welcome to episode number 9 of this Dallas Stars NHL 23 franchise series. And today, I'm obviously continuing the quest for the Stanley Cup here in this series, and this is Game 5 based on the title. Round 2, Game 5 against the Avalanche in Dallas, because Dallas obviously is the team on the right, and we have home ice advantage in a 2-2-1-1-1 format. So we're home for games 1, 2, 5, and 7 are in Dallas, and then games 3, 4, and 6 are in Colorado, or in Denver, Colorado. There are 8 games. Jason Robertson leads our team in points, 7 goals, 3 assists, 10 points in 8 games. And we are up, as you can see right there where the cursor's on, we're up 3 games to 1. The last episode of the series was round 2, game 1, so obviously games 2, 3, and 4 were all off camera. We obviously won 2 of those. We won games 1, 2, and 3, lost game 4, but then I'm all mixed up. We won games 1, 2, and 3, lost game 4, and now we're here in game 5. So games 2, 3, and 4 were off camera. We won game 2, lost game 3, and then won game 4, and then we also won game 1. So we won games 1 and 2. We won games 1 and 2, lost game 3, and then won game 4. So now we're in game 5. Here's the playoff bracket. As you can see, the final lines for, or the final scores for round 1, and the current scores for round 2. 3-1 Stars over Avalanche, 3-1 Canucks over Flames, 3-1 Bruins over Penguins, and then the Maple Leafs and Panthers are tied at 2 games apiece. So that Maple Leafs Panther series is now a best of 3 series, and then the other ones are the other 3 are 3-1 for Dallas, Vancouver, and Boston. And here's the AHL playoffs. The AHL playoffs, same format in this game. In real life it's different, but in this game it's 4 best of 7 series. The Texas Stars, look down right there in the bottom one on the left. They're up 3 games to none themselves. They were down 3 games to 1 Chicago, and then they won the next 3 games of that series. And now they won the first 3 games against the Grand Rapids Griffins. They're on a 6-game winning streak, and they are also 1 win away from the Western Conference Finals. So both Stars are 1 win away from the Western Conference Finals in their respective playoffs. So I'm going to show you the final scores of the 3 games that were off camera. The 3 games that were off camera. I'm getting myself confused about what games were which or whatever. But you can see, you can see all of them right here. You can see right there, we won game 1, 7-2, won game 2, 5-2, lost game 3 in Denver, 4-2, and then won game 4, 3-2 in overtime in Denver. So we won games 1 and 2, lost game 3, and then won game 4 in overtime, 3-2, as Jamie Benn, our captain, scored the game-winning goal in overtime to win game 4, and it did the Stars a commanding 3-1 series lead, going back to Dallas for game 5, but it says a 2-2-1-1-1 format. So game 5 is in Dallas, and yeah. So game 5 is in game 5 is in Dallas, and obviously, like I said, both Stars 1 win away from the Western Conference Finals in their respective playoffs. And then I'm pretty sure if you go to Texas, our game is on May 8th. Our game 5 is May 8th. And then the Texas Stars game 4 is May 9th, because they're alternating. This day is Dallas, then next day is Texas. So yeah, it'd be cool if both of them both of them are making a run at the Cup. It would be really cool if both of them could win it. So yeah, this team has, in real life they got to the Western Conference Finals, but lost to Vegas 4-2. In real life the team has the Stars have the team on paper to win the Cup. And then obviously in this game they have the team to win the Cup as well. Both Stars do. Let's get into game 5 right now in Dallas. We're up 3 games to 1. I'm going to close the series out right now, or right here, right now. Because this team, if you give them any breathing room or any life, it could come storming back in this series, as it's not over until we get that 4th win. As they have a better offense and defense, and then we both have an 87 goalie. So I mean, we won game 1 7-2. Will that happen again? I don't know. I don't care if we won by 5 goals or 1 goal. We just gotta have more goals than Colorado. Round 2, game 5. Avalanche at Stars. Here we go. They have a better offense by 2. They have a better defense by 7. They have a 97 defense. We have a 90. And then offense 91 for Colorado, 89 for Dallas, and then both teams have an 87 goalie. But 97 defense. I'm surprised we got 7 goals on them in game 1. That's what's the prediction. James Cebulski, round 2, game 5. Here we go, at the end of the national anthem. Stanley Cup playoffs 2023 here in Dallas, as the Stars are 1 win away from going to the Western Conference Finals for the first time since 2020. First shot by McKinnon, turned aside by Ottinger. As we made it, that was a bad pass to Robertson, and that should be an ice-in, and it is, as Robertson cannot get there. First whistle, 56 seconds in, no storm. As Hintz's pass up the ice to Robertson missed Robertson, but the Stars did make the Western Conference Finals in the bubble in the 2020 Stanley Cup playoffs. I just said in the bubble. So if they can get to the Stanley Cup or the Western Conference Finals, excuse me, if they can do that, that'll be the first conference finals appearance since the 2020 playoffs in the Edmonton bubble. And that year they also got to the Stanley Cup Finals. In 2020 they did get all the way to the Stanley Cup Final, but lost to the Lightning 4-2. And then, like I said last year, they got to the Western Conference Finals this past season. They got to the Western Conference Finals, Dallas did, but lost to Vegas 4-2. And ironically enough, in the 2020 Western Conference Finals, as Rantanen creates a turnover here, and now Makar blocked by Robertson, as I was using him here. Here we go. Here's Miller. Miller got around the dive, but good play by Makar. Yeah, in the 2020 Western Conference Finals, it was Dallas and Vegas, like it was this past season, but not to say by Ottinger, but we beat the Vegas in 2020, but then Vegas beat us this past season, so they got their revenge for 2020. Here we go. Here's Gurianov. Ben comes barreling. He was the hero in Game 4. Here's Makar, but they have a 97 defense. Like I said, I'm still surprised we got 7 goals in Game 1. Here we go. There's a center and pass. One-timer blocked. As now Pavelski, the veteran, looking to win his first cup in his career. And finds a guy in the slot. It's Ben, but turned aside by the goaltender's Varlamov, I'm pretty sure. I believe it is. Just hit by Fatsa, but then almost losing it was Suter. Here's Lundenen. He has the white ice in front of him. Slams on the brakes, and that shot got through Varlamov but wide. Here's Girard. Did forecheck, and then Johnson comes in and gets it. But yeah, bottom line is we won't be playing Vegas in the Western Conference Finals, even if we get there, because Vegas didn't even make the playoff. We're not playing Vegas in the Western Conference Finals, even if we get there, because Vegas didn't make the playoffs. So we'll be playing the Calgary Flames or the Vancouver Canucks in the Western Conference Finals if we get there. Here's Madsen, that missed the net. And now Butcher, I thought he turned it over, but that was Marchment standing there. I thought that was an Avalanche player. Here's Marchment, first-year star. Shot blocked by, it might have been by his own teammate. Up ahead now, Hakanpää. Down low, Fatsa, turned aside by Varlamov. 9 minutes to go in the first, no score here in Dallas. Here's Byram. Byram save Ottinger, rebounds there. And a bank pass to himself by Marchment. Now Fatsa. Fatsa on his horse. And it tipped over the net. Tipped out of there by Hintz. Butcher. Hakanpää. And he's forced out of the zone. And we have to touch up. We do, but I dump it in just because we have to touch up. Here we go. Here's Nichushkin, the former star. He was a star maybe 4 years ago. Now up ahead Robertson, the new star for Dallas. Leads our team in points here in the playoffs. Saden just had beast mode. Robertson will shoot it out on net, but turned aside. Good forecheck. Right in front, they score! Tyler Saden, the veteran. And the Stars strike first in Game 5. The turnover by or steal by Hintz led to a turnover, or the pressure by Hintz led to a turnover, and then the puck came right out in front to Sadin, and Sadin buried it. Glove side on Varlamov. It was assisted by Hintz, so Hintz did steal it, and then it went right to Sadin, and then Sadin buried it. So it wasn't really a turnover; it was a steal by Hintz, and then Hintz fed, then Hintz fed Sadin, and then Sadin buried it. And here's a shot that had nothing on it, but yeah, Hintz stole it, and then fed Sadin, and Sadin buried it. 4 minutes to go, quit first period here. And now Suter got hit hard. Here's up ahead Sadin's onside, but off the glove of the goaltender. And now a shot blocked by Landeskog. Now Rantanen. And what a move by Rantanen! But a glove save on Oettinger, and he passes out to Suter. Finds Yoel Kiviranta. Who just bodied up at the line, but following up is Peterson. Kicked out to Hastinen. Hastinen got hit hard. Oettinger comes out to play it. Flips it down the ice. Ooh, that was now a turnover. Kiviranta stick lift at the blue line, but then his stick was lifted. Final minute of the period here. 1-0 Denver. Good poke by Hastinen. But then turned over. Comper. Down low. Hastinen. And it's turned over. Comper! A save on Oettinger. 8 seconds as Duryanov has the puck. 3 seconds. And he comes right in. But a save at the horn. End of 1. It's 1-0 Dallas after, or I just said end of 1. It's 1-0 Dallas in Game 5. There's a Sadin goal. As Duryanov had a backhand, they're stopped by the glove of Varlamov in the final seconds. Shots are 8-8. I did not realize the Avalanche had 8 shots. Hits are 8-8. Shots on goal are 8-8. Faceoffs 3-1 in favor of the Avalanche. Passing, they're better. Time of attack 230 to 146 for us. And then neither team had any power plays or anything like that. So yeah, 1-0 Stars. Shots are 8 apiece. Hits are 8 apiece. Second period, let's go. 1-0 Stars. Hold on, this clip is about to end, so the second period will actually be in the next clip. So I'll see you then. Here we go. Start of the second period. 1-0 Stars in Game 5 as the Stars are up 1-0 in the game and 3-1 in the series. Here we go. And we win the draw. And big hit on Hastings. And now Hintz at the point. And it's blocked. Miller comes up and gets it. That was almost a breakaway. To play by Miller to avoid the breakaway. And losing it was Hastings on a bat. And now Miller putt jacked. And there's actually no correction. It was a delayed penalty. I didn't know that. I figured out it was a delayed penalty because it said it at the bottom right when I dumped it in. So I shouldn't have dumped it in, but so be it. It's 2 for slashing on Rantanen, one of the big names on the Avalanche, and we're going to our first power play. First power play for either team comes early in the second as we're up 1-0. As it comes 2:03 in. And we win the draw. Miller sets it up. Down low, Ben, who's the Game 4 hero. Miller, shot, score! Platza tipped it in, and it's 2-0. As that took a matter of seconds, as it's tipped in by Radek Platza. As it only took, I believe, 7 seconds, because it was 2:03 when the penalty happened. The goal happened at 2:10. The penalty happened at 2:03. So it took 7 seconds in the power play, and it was Platza. And it took 7 seconds. His first point and first goal of the playoffs. 2:10 in, and it's 2:10 into the second period, and it's 2-0 Dallas, assisted by Miller and Duryanov. It's 2-0 Stars, just over 2 minutes into the second. Here's Ben, and he dumps it in. And Duryanov got there first, but then got bodied way off the puck. McKinnon, Landeskog. The Avalanche, they're playing for their season, so they'll have some fight here, probably. Oh, I just nailed that guy good. He almost went into the bench. Now up ahead, McKinnon. Good poke by Duryanov, who got the second assist on the Fatsa goal. He's gonna shoot it. Stepped aside by Varlamov. Back to the point. Suter. Save! Oh, Dornanoff was there, but he overstated it. And Pote. And now Suter. Shot turned aside. It's loose, but Avalanche have it. JT Tomper. Remember, the Avalanche are the defending champs. They won the Stanley Cup last year in this game and or really in real life because this is NHL 23. But the Avalanche are the defending champs here. It's dumped in by Lindell now. And we got 13 minutes to go in the second here. And he got hit off the line. Robertson, as we're kind of hemming in the Avalanche right now. Turned aside! Oh, and Saden just got lit up. Robertson, wrap around! Turned aside. Good pressure by Dallas. Saden turned aside. Throws it out. The Avalanche are in a melee of pressure. There's Johnson, Comper. They did in the zone cleanly. But then Hastings got it, turned it over, quick shot, turned aside. And now Helm. And now one-timer from the point, turned aside by the blocker of Ottinger. And now Rodriguez, good pressure for the Avalanche, and Hintz comes over and blocks the shot and or Pote sets the putt. I don't know if the shot was ever taken or got off. Here's Hintz. As we're past that halfway point of Game 5, it's 2-0. And Miller put the putt away at the line. I tried to dump it in, but it was a weak dump in because he was caught from behind. Up ahead, Cogliano, the former star. And Miller made the putt, took the putt away. Miller, centered! A save, hit out of there by Varlamov. Fonsa turns around, stopped by Varlamov. Machushin, the former star, passed it off his own teammate's skate. Now Cogliano, and he's tripped from behind. That was by me. As I might have hit the putt, but I also hit his legs or his knee. And it's on Hintz. I was controlling Hintz. That was my bad. Now the Avalanche have their first power play. We're 1 for 1. Obviously only took 7 seconds. This is their first, the Avalanche's first power play. 6:33 to go, and we're up 2-0, and we win the draw backhanded out of the zone. Not down the ice, but out of the zone. Here's Rantanen. And Rantanen tried to dump it in, but the injuries just said no. Here we go. Avalanche within the power play goal and cut our lead in half. But that ain't gonna work on that time, but then it's turned over. McKinnon turned aside Ottinger. Kicked out of there, but then good pressure. Dellandrea, second attempt, clears it. And it's missed by the goaltender for Varlamov. But then Makar was able to did it, but... And now picked off by... Whoa, picked off by Pavelski. Dellandrea clears it. 1:15 to go in the power play here in the Chustin. Up ahead, McKinnon. And he shoots it right into the glove of Ottinger. And it throws it out, and it's cleared. Halfway through the power play. 5:30 to go in the period here. Here we go. And right in front, save, rebound. As he had 2 chances, turned over. And then eventually it's cleared down the ice, but had 2 chances there. Varlamov does stop this one. He just leaves it there though, and Glendening took the putt. But then Rantanen took the putt from him. I don't know why Varlamov just... I didn't him leaving it there, but then why no one did it. And it's cleared by Pavelski. And Glendening got there first, but then he got bumped off the putt. Interference, ref. What a play by... Whoa, ref. You're telling me there's no penalty, like a hook, a cross-check, one-timer, or a slap shot, rather, stopped by the goaltender. There's 5 seconds to go on the power play, cleared down the ice. And we kill off the penalty. Andre made some good saves on the power play, or on our penalty kill. 4 minutes to go, it's still 2-0 in Dallas, as Hintz scored, and then Fossa scored on a deflection goal, which is a power play goal. And now Gerard, where the players didn't bat, turned aside. Now Pavelski, he might have numbers. We might have a 2-on-1, maybe! But a good play by Comper. Here we go, up ahead, Rodriguez. Newhook. stolen by Ben. Ben, with a defender on his back. Stopped by Varlamov with 2:07 to go. It remains 2-0. 2:07 to go. It remains 2-0 here in Game 5. So we're up 2-0 in the game, 3-1 in the series. Face-offs 4 apiece. At that 5-4 Dallas. Miller, right into the glove, right into the equipment of Varlamov. Under 2 to go in the second, we're up 2-0 here in Dallas in Game 5. Here we go, Miller, Hastings, Robertson, Hintz, to prevent a breakaway, stopped by Varlamov. Now Comper tipped it out, and it's tipped in by Sadin, or by Hastings, and now Sadin and Robertson, both of them are stopped by Varlamov, but did hold by Hastings in 15 seconds here. And it was center pass, got through Sadin, and just cleared out of the zone. 3, 2, 1. That is the end of the second period. 2-0 Stars in Game 5. As we're 20 minutes away from moving on to the Western Conference Finals. And there was Fonta's goal, excuse me. As we will enter the third with a 2-goal lead. 20 minutes away from the Western Conference Finals, but it's not over until 0-0s are on the clock. Shots now 22-14, so in that period they were 14-6. In the first it was 8-8. In the second period it was first period was 8-8. Second period 14-6 Dallas. McKinnon has 4 shots. Sadin offset has that 1 goal and 5 shots. Sadin scored the first goal, and then Fonta scored the. Did I say Hintz scored a goal? I think I said earlier Hintz scored the first goal. But it was Sadin. Sadin scored the first goal, and then Fonta scored the second goal. And it was a deflection goal, and it was a power play goal. So Sadin and Fonta are the 2 goal scorers. Third period at 2-0 Stars. Here we go, 2-0 Stars. Ottinger having another nice game here as we're 20 minutes away from the Western Conference Finals. But the Avalanche obviously are playing for their season, so they'll have a lot of fight in them here in the third. Here we go, here's Hastings. Or excuse me, Hintz. As it was dumped in, I believe, by Hastings. Here's Rantanen. As we're on your way in the third, up ahead, McKinnon. McKinnon! And eventually lost the puck. Sadin dumps it down. Robertson, hustle, got there first. And Sadin just overstated it. Turned aside, juicy rebound. Now Rantanen picked off by Sadin, but then the pass by Sadin picked off by Landeskog. And now a shot turned aside, rebound, sent to the corner by Ottinger. Here's Hastings. Dumped down. And Sadin got there first. Miller just got clubbed. Hastings, or Hintz, excuse me, stopped by Varlamov. 16 minutes to go. Here's Rantanen up ahead, McKinnon. Landeskog, they dotted in cleanly. McKinnon turned aside Ottinger as they got in, but McKinnon's shot is stopped. Now Pavelski was looking for his first cup. And a center pass trying to force that one. Stopped by, it was picked off by the Avalanche captain, Landeskog. And Comper dotted it cleanly. One-timer blocked, rebound on the doorstep. But he is robbed. As the one-timer was, the slap shot was blocked, and then Avalanche player was left all alone. But he was left all alone in the slot. Nothing between him and Ottinger except for air. But the shot was stopped by Ottinger. And then we went down and shot stopped down by Varlamov. 13:35 to go. We win the draw. Suter turned aside. Rebound. Ben got it behind the net, and now a shot screen almost by an Avalanche player. Stopped by Varlamov. 13:05 to go. It's 2-0. Pavelski 2 goals, 4 assists, 6 points. He doesn't have a point in this game yet, but stayed in the face-off and he won it. Suter. And a shot turned aside that almost went in and went over the net after it hit the blocker of Varlamov. Guryanov just nailed that guy, and it's kept in by Suter. What a hold! And how did that not go in? As it was maybe tipped multiple times. As I think Ben and Pavelski were there, but turned aside by the goaltender. 11:40 to go. Back to Rodriguez. Save, rebound, they score! Alex Newhook. And the Avalanche are on the board. As the backhander from the slot was stopped by Ottinger. A juicy rebound. Alex Newhook was left wide open in the on the right side, or on Ottinger's left and our left. So as Newhook was left wide open on the left side, and he stashed in the rebound. Assisted by Rodriguez and Comper. It was Newhook's 4th goal of the playoffs. And now Newhook, he didn't miss anything. Newhook does a putt in our zone. 11:03 to go. It's now 2-1. Dallas. Here we go. Up ahead. And now Ben. Oh, I thought that was on a penalty. No penalty. Ben stole the putt. Ben, maybe Beast Ben. Let's see if Jamie and Ben are captains in Beast Ben or Beast Mode, really. It seems like he is. Here's Johnson as we're halfway through the 3rd. Up ahead now, Marchment. Came on the ice for Ben. Shot turned aside. Clinton! Oh, it's turned aside. 9 minutes to go here in Game 5. The Avalanche after the season is on the line for the Avalanche. The defending champs trying to toe drag. And now it's turned over to Houston. Backhander hit Ottinger, or hit the side of the net, or both. And now Suter. And trying to backhand it in the zone. He did, but I tried to get it down the ice. Or now that's poked backwards. 7:40 to go here. And Marchment. What a play by Marchment. Oh, I thought he should get that, but no, it killed some time though. 7 minutes to go. And now up ahead, shot, a little weak shot, stepped aside by Ottinger. Suter paid the price, and it's dumped in by Fatsa. Glendening. And that didn't really work. Here's Gerard's final sits. Here's Helm. Back the other way. And I think he lost a puck or something. Here's Fatsa. There's a dive back. Fatsa down around, centered! But turned aside Glendening. Turned aside again. 5 minutes to go. Final 5 here in Game 5. Stars are up by 1 and 5 minutes away from the Western Conference Finals. Sadin, or Hintz's shot is stopped. Robertson trying to muscle up that guy. Well, that might have been McKinnon, but McKinnon wants it more because the season's on the line. Here we go. Here's McKinnon, blocked by Robertson. Everything on the line here in this game, and obviously because it's playoff hockey, everything's on the line. And you gotta put your body on the line too. 3 minutes to go. Here's Byram. Landeskog. I'm controlling Sadin, as you can see right there. Up ahead, Byron got through like 3 players, and there's a penalty as he slashed. Delayed penalty. Play continues, blocked, and then touched by Sadin and Hintz. One of them got possession. The whistle was blown. Hintz is the one that's going to the box again. I'm pretty sure Hintz had the first penalty. And this one, I wasn't controlling Hintz. The first one I was. This one I'm not. 2:37 to go. 2 for slashing. As it was right there on Byram. And so far, they're not going to pull their goalie yet, but we could have a 6-on-4 situation, maybe like a minute or so. There's 2:12 to go. What? Didn't it say there was 2:37 to go? They're 0-for-1 with 4 shots. No! A shot turned aside, and he's got it. So there was 2:13 to go, I guess. Or 2-something to go. 2:10 to go? I don't know, but there's 2:07 to go, but you might see a 6-on-4 situation in about a minute. Yeah, 1:55 on the power play, 2:07 on the clock. So there's not a big difference between the penalty clock and the game clock. It's cleared down the ice, but we might see a 6-on-4 in about a minute. 2 minutes. And Delanger laid out Marchment, or Delanger laid out McCarr, excuse me. And then Rodriguez! What a play defensively! But that was, I don't know who it was, but I was controlling that guy. I don't know what player it was, though. But what a play. Now it's missed again by Varlamov. Only 95 seconds to go. Pavelski, Hakanpää, lost the puck, and now racing back. 1:30 to go. And now, here's Hastinen! And a save on Ottinger with 1:22 on the clock, as I left that guy open. I should have, as the guy I was controlling was supposed to be covering that guy, but I didn't cover him. But here we go, 1:10 on the power play here. 1:22 on the game clock. We win the draw. Suter clears down the 200 feet. 75 seconds to go in Game 5. Will the Avalanche tie the game and force overtime, or will the Stars hang on to win the series, or to win the game and the series? Suter. Now Suter clears it down the ice. 65 seconds. And get in there first is Fatsa. Fonsa just hit the Mars. 1 minute. And there's 45 seconds to go on the power play. They haven't pulled Varlamov yet, so it still sits on 5. And Suter will clear it down the ice. 45 seconds. And it hit the... That stick down below the goal line is that's a Fonsa's stitch. As Fonsa's still on the ice, but he has no stick. And good poke. Lendenin did it out though. And down low, hit the side of the net. Empty net, sits on 4 for Colorado. And down low, save. It's behind the net, Suter. Fonsa. Lendenin. And he just missed. Lindell catches up and scores. Asa Lindell with the round 2 dagger. As Lendenin's empty net bid was wide, Lindell hustled down there to get there first, and Lindell buried it. As Lendenin missed it, but then Lindell hustled down there and buried it. Technically, it's a shorthanded goal and an empty net goal. 5 seconds to go on the power play. Here's Rodriguez, turned aside. Empty net now sits on 5 because the power play is over. Final 10 seconds. Centering pass. Oettinger's in no with 8.4, and it now sits on 5 because Hintz is back into play. The empty net goal and that shorthanded goal by Lindell was his first goal of the playoffs. It's officially an empty net goal and a shorthanded goal. His first of the playoffs. 7 seconds. And one last shot is blocked. That's not out of the zone. One last shot is stopped. Cleared by Hastinen. And that's it. The Dallas Stars are on their way to the Western Conference Finals as they beat the Avalanche, the defending champs, 4-1. As they win the game 3-1, and they win the series 4-1. And here's the handshake line. The best jersey in sports, captain their first Landeskog for the Avalanche, Ben for Dallas. There's Ben at number 37. There's Oettinger, I believe Oettinger and Varlamov. As there's the fans, as these fans are ready for some more playoff hockey here in Dallas. As our season does not end, as we're going to have more playoff hockey here in Dallas. As we're going to the Western Conference Finals. There was the only goal scored by Colorado, by Newhook. That made it 2-1. And then the Avalanche had a power play. And at one point had a 6-on-4. But could not tie the game, and then Lindell got the empty net goal and the shorthanded goal officially. His first goal of the playoffs. Assisted by Lendenin and someone else, because I saw there was 2 assists, and obviously the first assist was with Lendenin who missed his empty net bid. Fonsa's the second star who scored the second goal for Dallas, which ended up being the game winner. So he's the second star. First star is going to be Oettinger. 1 goals against average, 28 saves, and I think like a .960 save percentage. But yeah, 28 saves on 29 shots for Oettinger. And then officially for Varlamov, he had 2 goals on 35 shots. So obviously 1 goal was an empty netter, and then obviously there was 36 shots, but obviously one of the shots was the empty netter. So 1 goal or 28 saves on 29 shots for Oettinger, and then 28 saves on 29 shots for Oettinger, and then 33 saves on 35 shots for Varlamov. Hits were 18-17 Dallas. Shots ended up being, like I said, 36-29 Dallas. Goals 3-1. We were 1 for 1 on the power play. The Avalanche were 0 for 2. We only had 6 seconds of power play time, so it actually only took 6 seconds to score that power play goal by Fonsa, which ended up being the game-winning goal. Only took 6 seconds. And then, obviously, like I said, we had 1 shorthanded goal, which was the empty netter. As that was an empty net goal and a shorthanded goal by Asa Lindell, his first goal of the playoffs. As you'll find out in the next episode, by the way, who we're playing in the Western Conference Finals, as it will be either the Vancouver Canucks or the Calgary Flames. But right now, it's 3 games. The Canucks right now are up 3-1. So it looks like it's going to be the Canucks, but you never know. But either way, it's going to be a Canadian team. Fonsa, 1 goal, 1 assist. Hintz had an assist. Played 30 minutes. Gernanov assist. Lendenin assist. Miller assist. Lindell, the empty net goal and the shorthanded goal. Sadin a goal, and then after that, no points. But you had like Suter and Butcher +1. Ben -1, who's on the ice for the only Avalanche goal. And then, I mean, some of these guys only played a few minutes, like Peterson and Delandria. Robertson, 25 minutes, had a +1. Tiburon at 3 minutes had nothing, and that's it. So on that last goal was assisted by Glendenin, and I think that it was assisted by Glendenin, and it had to be Miller because because it wasn't Hintz because Hintz was in the box. It could have been Duryanov. Obviously, like I just said, Glendenin did assist on the goal. I think the goal was, like I said, scored by Lundell, assisted by Glendenin and Miller, I think. I don't know, but it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things, but it was still fun. Still a fun game as we're going to the Western Conference Finals. Next episode will be Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals, as you'll find out in the next episode who we're playing. It'll be either Vancouver or Calgary. Right now it's 3-1. Right now, like I said, the Canucks are up 3-1. And then, like I said, the Texas Stars are 1 win away from going to the Western Conference Finals in their playoffs. So Dallas Stars will be one of the last 4 teams the Dallas Stars will be one of the last 4 teams standing in the Stanley Cup playoffs. It will be Dallas, and then also the other 3 teams are a mystery right now. It'll be Dallas versus Vancouver or Dallas versus Calgary. And if it's Dallas versus Calgary, that'll be a rematch of last season's first-round series. And then if it's Dallas-Vancouver, well, Vancouver, before the season, hasn't made the playoffs since, before the season, I don't know when the last time they made it. And obviously, they made it in this game, but not in real life. In real life, they're not good. In this game, they're, good enough to be 1 win away from the Western Conference Finals. But yeah, we are halfway to the Stanley Cup. 8 wins down, 8 wins to go. 2 rounds down, 2 to go, and like I said, 8 wins down, 8 to go. Next episode of the series might be a couple weeks before the next episode because I am going on another trip next week. I'm going to Minnesota from August 14th to August 21st, and August 14th is still 6 days away because it's August 8th right now, at least for me. So it's 6 days away, right, for me at least. But I do have other stuff going on, so the next episode of the series might be after I get back from Minnesota. So it might be 2 or 3. The next episode of the series might be 2 or 3 weeks from now. But even if it is, it will still be Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals against the Canucks or the Flames, and you'll find out who we're playing in the next episode. And I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you in the next one, and I'll see you in the Western Conference Finals. If you get this episode, hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Tell your mom, dad, grandpa, aunts, uncles, pets, and friends about these videos. And you know what? I'm gonna see you in episode number 10 of this Dallas Stars NHL 23 franchise series. See you in episode number 10. And eat a lot of bacon. And go Stars. And I'll see you in the Western Conference Finals. See you then.